All right, so I just wanted to do one more quick video for the night and give you a better presentation of what I'll be watching tomorrow. So right now you're looking at the current weather pattern. There is a front which is pretty much draped right around here. You have south and southwesterly winds ahead of it, north and northwesterly winds behind it. What is very important is throughout the course of the day, it is now going on 11 o'clock. Throughout the course of the day tomorrow, where does this front get to? All modeling has it pretty much stopping west of our area, and I'll show you that. Let's go here to temperatures quick. This is the NAM 3K. You're going to notice throughout the course of the day tomorrow, this is like now moving forward. I'm just going to play this. And I'm going to stop it. Okay. This is tomorrow afternoon. The guidance is saying that the front pretty much only moves from its current position to roughly right here. Now, this front's not perfectly straight. There's going to be waves and bumps and ripples along it. So it might be a situation where you have the front like this, like that. Okay? Let's play this again. This is tomorrow at 6 o'clock. There's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Now, what's happening? You see, this is the front. It's pushing southeast. However, the reason why you have all this warm air, which is coming up from the south and southeast, like, do you see this right here? There's Thomasville to, that would be Westminster. What's that? Straight line, 30 some miles? You're talking a difference of 34 to 52. And that is because of this. See this area right here? This is the forecasted low pressure based upon the current observations which we have. See these low pressures? I was telling you in my previous videos, it's like a train track. You're just going to ride along it. So this low pressure system is forecast to move like this. And then once this front gets through, this low pressure system is forecast to add additional quote unquote energy. Now, the question is, will there be additional energy from back in this area, which could be seen on this? Let me go ahead and see this connection all the way from the Pacific. There'll be additional energy. Will there be additional energy back in here, which will help reintroduce precipitation to the low pressure system that is down here? And that's what some of the latest NAM guidance is showing. There's been hints of this on and off, but basically, this low if this low, if this front is, say, 50 miles, 25 miles east of where it's projected to be, it's a whole different scenario. What that means is that the temperatures never do get up to the 50 degrees and only get up to, say, maybe 40, 45. All right. So it's a lot easier to drop it from 45 to 32 than it is from 50 to 32 or even 40 to 32. That's going to be the key here, because as that is taking place, there is going to be heavier precipitation over us as forecasted by the models. So as I said, that difference in 2 degrees, particularly for the trees and the power lines at first, makes a huge difference. The ground's frozen. It's been cold. Yes, it was warm today. Yes, temperatures are above freezing right now. But that stuff doesn't warm up, nor does it cool down that quickly. And that's what is of concern for the power outages. That is the main thing here, power outages. As far as roads go, I think they're probably going to be fine up until the point where you start getting some ice accretion. Salt will do a good job at first, but as the freezing rain keeps coming down, it could accrete on the paved surfaces. Um, I plow snow, and back in 2014, I woke up, I believe it was at 6 o'clock in the morning, expecting to see nothing but rain. Looked out the window, and there was ice on everything. So I went over to some of my accounts, and I couldn't even salt. Okay, it was like rain, slush, and ice coming down. I literally had to plow lots that had a whole bunch of ice on them. It was a disaster. So for your plow guys out there, I'm just giving you some insight of what I experienced in 2014. Now I know that you probably had your fair share of storms and whatnot, but as you know, ice is not easy to deal with in the snow removal industry. So back to this. If this low pressure, instead of being here, is, say, down here, moving more so this way, then you don't get those warm temperatures. Right now, this low pressure system is basically forecasted to go pretty much directly right over South Central PA. Okay? It's always South Central PA. We're always in the freaking mix. It can never just be an easy storm here. And then once the low pressure system, the areas of, basically gets to our south and east, that is when the cold air is forecast to come in. But as I said, I will be watching, because these minute details are the difference of a tenth of an inch of ice versus a half an inch of ice, or no ice at all. And honestly, we're not going to know till tomorrow. All right, just wanted to go over that quick. Have a good night, guys.